now. Spiritual Coach Ari Mac. We're live on K4HD.com and on Facebook Live and the whole cut and caboodle. Yay! And I'm doing this during the retrograde because I want to prove to myself I can move through this with all this energy coming down from Taurus. So before the break, I was talking about the different signs and what you guys are going to be going through. Right? I did it. Because you know why? You can't go backwards. You can't go backwards. So instead of falling away from the retrograde, fall into the retrograde. Whatever your handicap is, that relearning, relaxing, reassessing, researching, those things come in really, really well. Okay, they come in. Hey D, thanks for joining me on the Facebook Live page because with this element of energy that the universe is putting in front of us, you have a chance to learn something about yourself. Yeah, you get a chance to unlearn something and learn something. Because the only thing that's consistent is progress, guys. With or without you, things are going to progress. So why do you want to fight it? All right. Now, when I look at this configuration, I say, hey, this affirmation that I'm giving you guys for free from my heart to yours, because I know the power of the spoken mind. You could go find something sweet to smell. Now, Candles by Ari, I guarantee the fragrances and colors we've come up with, they work with the affirmations I created. It creates a mindset, a vibration. My clients that do it see progress because they want to. But you got to do the work. Okay? But today's affirmation, clear my mind so I can open my heart to communicating my needs. My needs. Okay? My needs, what I need, under grace in perfect way, harming none and taken away from nobody, and so it is. Harming none and taking away from nobody. You don't have to put somebody else down. You don't have to let somebody put you down. You can neutrally just walk through something and say, hey, not my cup of tea, wish you well, leave me out of it. And leave it at that. Energetically, we have to own that. Good people take too much. I watch them. Good people will try to overlook, and I'm not saying you have to be hideous to the people you love to get your point across. Not what I'm saying. But you do need to know when you need to say, I don't think that's a good choice for me, so let's not do that anymore. And mean it. Mean it. That's not a good choice. I'm not going to do that anymore. And energetically, when you start making those clear commitments to yourself, when you stop playing the game, that's when you lose the weight. That's when you make better choices about the people that you're around. That's when you research where to put your money so it can grow for you. That's where you go beyond whatever the boob tube is telling you and you do your own homework and your own research and develop something that's going to make you multiple streams of income. But see, nobody can do that for you. Nobody can make you do that. And when we have these kind of retrogrades, because Taurus rules money, you guys, possessions, tangibles, that's what they rule. Okay, and also sensuality and sex. So it's also, if you do have a significant other, you may want to spend some time learning how to massage, how to pamper, how to treat your significant other like you want to be treated. Okay, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. And if you're not getting it back, then you got to ask yourself, why? Why am I allowing myself to stay in a situation that does not feel good? Because you don't have to. You can progress, but of course, you have to do the work. Now, this affirmation, clear my mind so I can open my heart to communicating my needs under grace and perfect way, harming none, taken away from nobody, under grace and perfect way. And so it is. It says it all. Use it. Write it down. Listen to the show a couple of times. Share it with family and friends. Go to Candles by Ari. Get yourself some candles. Get yourself a rainbow retro candle. I think it's on the site now. If it's not, it will be. Or just IM me, and I'll take care of it. Because energetically speaking, guys, we have to do better. And whew, I wish you could smell this. This is like a rainbow heavenly scent. But one of the things that help us do better is to feel better, right? When you're calm and you're centered and you're focused on one or two things at a time, you're going to get those one or two things done because you're centered. Your mind is focused on it. When you're too scattered, when you're all over the place and you're not focusing on one thing at a time, you will lose. You will go into chaos. Things will become a little sticky because you're not thinking clearly of your time, your energy, and what you're responsible for. With this Taurus energy being in the position that it's in, man, we need to affirm. We need to spend some time affirming, and that's where aromatherapy comes in. Okay, this month the featured candle is the Pure Courage candle, which is the cranberry red rose. It's just such a and exciting vanilla pure white. and it smells like a cake, you guys. It's so yummy. And when you put those together, ooh la la. And you can't find these scents anywhere else. Yeah, you get similar and everything else, but when you add that affirmation, baby, baby, baby. But that's because you want to. Now, with our packages, we're going to also include meditations because I think it's important that you have a little extra support. You can either do it live with me or I'll send you a link. That library is being built as we speak. And I have to say, because we're not going to be doing subkit anymore, the subkit program has been changed to the bronze, which comes with three-piece candles, the silver, which is the 8 ounce. We got the bronze, silver, gold, bronze, platinum. It goes all the way up. So definitely join me at Candles by Ari or any of the social medias. Candles by Ari, we're everywhere, right, Bridge? We're at IG, Instagram, we're on YouTube. I'm doing that live right now. Hey, hey, hey. Facebook Live, Twitter. So we're all around, but I need us to come together. We need to bring this energy in now. We need to conjure up light people, light workers, smart people. We need to pray that our internals are good people who want to do their jobs and who are ethical and moral and have some sense of a higher power, a good higher power. Okay? As we get ready to go into this latter part of this year, I want you guys to think about where do you want to end up. Now, we've made some significant changes in our society since the pandemic. We're still getting out there, but I see people being a little bit more cautious and definitely paying attention to their environments. So let's keep that up and hopefully learn how to wash their hands properly with that soap and water. Make sure it gets lathered up. Don't just put it on there and dry. No, no, no. It needs to get lathered. It needs to like work its magic, and then you dry it. That's how you kill the bacteria. Okay. I'm very proud of you guys that are doing that. And those that are not, try a little bit more soap and water. Spend about a couple minutes. Not 30 seconds. Give it 120. I promise you're worth it. Okay. So use this affirmation. Clear my mind so I can open my heart to communicating my needs, what I truly need in my life, under grace and perfect way, harming none and not taking away from nobody. And so it is. Okay? We're living in a very opulent country, United States. Things are available to you. There's people that were willing to help you. There's so many ways for you to improve yourself, but it starts in your mind. And with this Mercury retrograde, your mind's going to bring up every single solitary thing that you don't like about yourself. Because it's a practical thing. So I'm going to ask you to find some beauty in who you are and what you do and what you bring to the table. Okay? Just even if you just smile at somebody, that is a positive act. It doesn't have to be over the top. It doesn't have to be extreme. Just open the door if you see somebody needs a little help getting in. Maybe, help a older person take some groceries to their home. You know, just simple acts of kindness in a safe environment that you trust breeds the whole thing, begots more positivity and on and so forth. Lord knows we have enough negativity. You can turn on the news and you can find that real easy. But how many of us can turn on the news and find something that's lighthearted and positive and makes us feel good? Hmm? How many of us? Not that easy to find, and it should be. We should not live in a state of constant fear and anxiety. I'm so proud of myself getting on the Facebook Live today. And you should be proud of me too, Facebook Live, because that is actually three venues that I'm running at the same time. Doing a retrograde. Ooh, I love this line. Am I wrong? This is that. Am I wrong? Hey, hey, hey. Am I wrong? I don't know. All right, this means we got to take a little break. I love that line. Am I wrong to choose another way? No, you're not. You're always right when you take care of yourself. All right, we're going to take a little break. We're on k4hd.com, streaming live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live under Spiritual Coach Ari Mac. Please come on back after the break. Got one more segment? Two more segments. Woo! Change, man. Oh, okay. But when things hit, you got to write it down now because energetically, I can't guarantee I remember everything. Now, um, moving into this latter part, because we only have a few more, I think I got two more segments. Yeah, I got two more segments. I really want you to focus on using your affirmations, guys. Or if you're not using your affirmations, then think about what are you affirming to. Just listen to yourself, okay? Um, yesterday, okay, what is that? Hold on. And I'm back. Okay. Too many things going on in the house, okay? But this energy is so mental, you guys. And because it's so fixed, it can make you really, really crazy. So I really want you to make sure you're listening to this part and breathing and being in the moment. We're going to talk about in the next segment a little tidbits and suggestions I would say to keep you from going too far left or too far right because it's 3 weeks. Are we going to be all right? All right, here we go. Don't believe me, just watch. We're back on k4hd.com, spiritual coach Ari Mac. We're all talking about the Mercury in retrograde today because I really feel like it's like one of those important things we need to really prepare for. I'm streaming live under YouTube under spiritual coach Ari Mac and Facebook Live. I am actually in 3 different places at the same time in a retrograde. I am very proud of myself and I am patting myself on the back. We're talking about the planetary actions that started today. Now, I think it's ironic because 420, as you guys know, is an unofficial holiday for Mary Jane. Okay, I know because I live in California and I see the advertising all over the place. And the retro starts. So it's like the universe gave some sedatives out for those who need it. And then I think it ends on May 7th, which is right after Cinco de Mayo, which is another unofficial holiday where people take alcohol to celebrate the victory over Mexico. But really, Cinco de Mayo is for everybody to go have margaritas. So I think the universe gives us what we need if we pay attention, not necessarily what we want. But that's the little trick about it. And when you start affirming, I mean, once you start figuring out what am I saying to myself, and embracing the things that you don't really like. Like when I resist something, it persists. It just keeps coming at me, keeps coming at me. But when I'm like, I'm good, I'm pretty, I don't think I should do that no more. The universe goes, okay, then you don't have to do it. And literally it like disappears. So don't ask me how, but it's when you don't want to do something, it's almost you putting out the same vibe as if when you do. So try to find that balance. Now, because this Mercury retrograde is going to be in Taurus, and Mercury is in Taurus, and so is the Sun, one of the major things I can suggest to you for all your electronics, and this includes stuff at work, you may want to automatically reboot or shut things down in the evening if you can for a few minutes. If you can, let your phones charge off completely. The reason I'm saying is because the accumulation is going to make um, electronics go a little wonky. I see them starting to get a little bit more because they're trying to make logic when the environment's pulling away from them. Remember, those satellites up at the top is where all our information is being bounced off of. Okay, and the gravitational pull is going to affect the satellites. This is a scientific fact right off the top. So computers, telephones, TVs, electronics, even cars that have a lot of electronics in them, you may want to get those servers to double check because energetically, I just think they're going to get a little jammed up with that Mercury in Taurus. And then Venus being in Gemini is automatically ruled by Mercury. So that's going to mess up a little communications. If a past love comes back into your life, listen more than you speak. That's the number one thing. You don't have to volunteer anything. You don't have to try to convince them of anything. Just let them talk. And if it makes sense after the 7th, when the retro's over, then move forward. That's the other thing. If you can avoid making any long term big decisions, please do so. Because energetically, you do not need to put yourself in harm's way. This type of energy demonstrates research, redevelopment, resolutions. I mean, you need to spend some time really re clarifying what exactly am I expecting? What is my end result? What is my goal? What is my goal? And really be honest with yourself. It's okay if you want to make a lot of money. It's okay if you want a new relationship. It's okay if you want to improve yourself. Just know that that's the goal and this is the journey. Okay? Because we go through these retrogrades. I like to think it's God giving us a chance to review. Okay? So we can reassess, wink, wink, and maybe reaffirm what we want. Yeah, see how it worked out? Okay, you can do that too. The most important thing during a retrograde is to slow down. The energy's already going to be there. I told you I've seen 2 accidents in the last 2 days, and I'm talking where we were at a stop sign, a stoplight, and it turned green. I was turning left. The cars to my right were going straight. A Hummer, you guys, which is a military grade car, gently pulled out, going at regular speed, and the other gentleman that had to stop didn't stop, and it was like a Taurus sedan. Ran into the back of the Hummer. Now it was going fast enough where it pushed the Hummer because it was not going that fast, and nobody was injured because I stuck around for a minute. But my goodness, the person in the Taurus just did not stop, and a Hummer's a huge car. It's like a tank. And you just saw them going, fudge knockers. I could hear in his head going, fudge knockers, what have I done? And I was like, yep. But maybe he was supposed to have that accident so he could slow down for something else that happened. Don't know. All I can tell you is when the universe is putting things like that on your pathway, you need to respect the game because they're not playing with you. They're just letting you know this is how it's going to be. Now, with Mars being in Cancer, Mars is our action, how we love, what we do. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, they're my water babies. It's got that little outer shell, but they're really, really soft. So you may want to spend a little time being at home, taking care of the tummy, slowing down a little bit. Definitely drinking a lot more water and or maybe doing some sort of detox. That's the other thing that's really good during a retrograde, guys, detoxing. The more you clean your system, the better it's going to work. So if you can like one day do like a nice little cleanser, just take some lemon and water and lemon and hot water and just sip on it if you can. Doesn't have to be a lot of lemon. But all these little things that you're going to do is going to push your body and your mind to stay on track. Because I'm perceiving probably by the first week of May, latter part of next week, you're going to be like screaming. You're going to be like, ah, because I'm telling you, I see it. So if you are doing banking or anything like that, make sure you slow down, check your numbers yourself, have them double check when you put them in, and don't just take your orders when you go to the grocery stores and stuff. Make sure you slow down, everything's being put in the proper bags, on and so forth. I'm telling you, it's going to be some mixed up shit. And I can see it already, so I'm just trying to give everybody a heads up. And the only one, well, two things are saving us. The Jupiter being in Aries, because that gives that extra fire. And then I think Saturn and Neptune both being in Pisces. It gives that creativity. Pisces are usually good souls. They usually kind of take and, kind of flow a little bit. And I think energetically we're going to need that if we want to maneuver through this. Okay? Now, I went bananas this weekend because I had a major show and I made a rainbow retro candle with 8 colors. It's in the 16 ounce. It's going to be $80. But guys, let me tell you, this covers the whole gambit because each one of these scents complements the other one. And when they hit, ooh la la, ooh la la. So I'm just telling you, energetically speaking, you want to take care of your mind and your spirit because see here at Candles by Ari, which is the sponsor because that's my company, we say we're aromatherapy beyond the senses because peace, you guys, is priceless and you can't get it back. Once you lose your peace of mind, it's a very expensive process to get back. So let's prevent that by doing something positive, thinking positive, doing our aromatherapy, doing our affirmations. I gave you this for free from my heart. Clear my mind so I can open my heart to communicating my needs under grace and perfect way, harming none, taking away from nobody, under grace and perfect way, and so it is. I can say under grace and perfect way all the time because that's all I want is under grace in a perfect way. I don't want to harm anybody. I don't want to be harmed. I don't want to go backwards, and I don't want to say anybody negative. So please mark your calendars because literally we are in it now. It's kicking off as we speak. Please try to take care of your bodies. We're going to be doing some episodes with some nutritionists and some fit people that want to, talk about how to keep that body in shape. Just simple things. Just go for a walk for 10 minutes. Drink your water, guys. Okay, I'm showing my smart water. I'm up to 52 of these 50s a day because it's better than dumb water. But the hydration level, I can feel it when I don't do it. Get some sleep. I know you're going to be antsy. I know you're going to be tripping. Maybe get some chamomile tea in the evening. Sip on that about an hour before you go down. Relax. Try to make sure you're keeping your mind and body supple. And even if you can't control anything, you can bless it. Send forth love and light to those you care about, just like you want them to send it back to you. Yeah? All right. So let's make a pact. We're live on k4hd.com every Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 5 o'clock Eastern Time, and I think 4 o'clock Central. I hope I did that right. You guys will correct me if I didn't. I want to thank my Facebook audience for joining. Very appreciate it. Or Facebook over here, YouTube over here, and of course my beautiful family at k4hd.com. Could not do it without you guys. I swear this time flies by. Every time I think I got so much things to talk about, so many things to do, oh, you're right, Dee. Peace is power. Because if you have your peace, guys, nobody can harm you because peace is power. To stay calm in the middle of your chaos, to leave yourself in, and I'm telling you, my aromatherapy, especially with my affirmations, whew, they do that. They do it for me and tons of people all over the place. So why don't you join that and come with us at candlesbyari.com. Please follow me on all the social medias under either Ari Mc Intyre or Candles by Ari. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm probably going to jump on Instagram in a little bit with Bridget, probably the next 10 minutes. I just need to take a little break, drink some water, chill out a little bit. I swear this time flies by. I swear it just flies by. And with me, whew, with the meditations that I have to do every day, because I have to get up and meditate to start my day. All right, before I do anything, when I open my eyes, I ask for guidance, I ask for light, I ask for love, I ask for healing, insight, good hair grease, good food. I think I'm probably the most beggingest child down here. But you know what? I'm also one of the happiest because I get to put this show together. I get to create products that help people feel better, and I get to meet people like you, and I know you know who you are. So thank you for being supportive. Thank you for following up. Please share this. Like I said, jump on all the social medias. Join my newsletter. We got some really yummy, yummy, yummy stuff coming up. And those that are in will be in. And those that are not are going to be square. Okay? So the same time next week, k4hd.com. And if you miss any of the episodes, don't worry about it, guys. We have over 270 episodes up on the iHeart.com. So you can see my early work all the way I am now. It's, like I said, it's an honor. It's a privilege. I'm tickled. I want to thank my K4HD family. Thanks my Facebook family. Thank my YouTube family because you guys are want to keep growing with me. And let's make this happen. All right? Till next time, America. Ow. See ya.